Tanzania's deadly superstition economy, when albino body parts are worth more than gold. In Tanzania, some believe albino limbs bring luck and pay in blood. Welcome to Weird Geo Economy, the channel where we expose the darkest, most disturbing corners of underground financial systems. Today, we're venturing into a horrifying marketplace, one that doesn't sell goods or services, but human body parts. In Tanzania, a black market exists where people with albinism are hunted, mutilated, and killed. Not for who they are, but for what they're believed to bring: wealth. This isn't myth. It's an economy built on fear, folklore, and superstition-fueled murder. We're in rural Tanzania, particularly in regions like Mwanza, Shinyanga, and Mara, areas where belief in witchcraft and traditional medicine remains deeply embedded in the cultural fabric. Here, people with albinism, individuals born without pigment in their skin, hair, and eyes, are often targeted by hunters and traffickers who sell their body parts on the black market to witch doctors and traditional healers. The logic is grotesque. Certain body parts, like hands, legs, hair, or genitals, are believed to hold magical properties that can bring wealth, political success, or love. In this twisted system, a human being becomes a commodity, and the price is often negotiated in whispers. This is Tanzania's superstition-driven black market economy, where the bodies of people with albinism are trafficked, traded, and sold like talismans. The products of this trade, and yes, it's deeply disturbing to use that word, include limbs, believed to bring good luck when buried under foundations or carried in pouches; hair, used in ritual brews or charms; blood, considered a potent component in fortune rituals, and in some cases, entire corpses sold for thousands of dollars. Prices vary based on purity, age, and which witch doctor is buying. A single limb can fetch up to $2,000 on the black market, in a country where many live on less than $2 a day. And this isn't just local folklore. Reports from the UN and human rights groups have confirmed dozens of attacks, mutilations, and killings tied directly to this trade. Because in parts of Tanzania, belief in witchcraft isn't just spiritual, it's transactional. When political candidates, businessmen, or struggling farmers want to boost their fortunes, some turn to traditional healers who offer rituals promising success if certain ingredients are provided. And among the most powerful ingredients, parts of people with albinism who are seen as mystical beings, neither fully human nor fully spirit. This belief has created a horrifying economic incentive. Demand from wealthy or desperate clients looking for supernatural shortcuts. Supply via criminal networks willing to murder or mutilate. Protection from local silence or complicity, with some communities too afraid or too invested to speak out. Even family members have been implicated in trafficking relatives with albinism, driven by poverty and belief. And because people with albinism are visibly identifiable, they live in constant fear, often under 24/7 police guard, in government-protected safe houses, or hiding entirely from public view. Who? The horrifying machinery of this underground market includes witch doctors, who prescribe body parts as ingredients in their rituals; middlemen and hunters, who kidnap, maim, or kill victims and sell parts to the highest bidder; corrupt officials, who take bribes to ignore cases or protect perpetrators; international black market buyers, particularly in bordering countries like Malawi and Mozambique, where similar beliefs exist; and the victims, primarily poor, rural individuals with albinism, many of them children, targeted because they're smaller and easier to overpower. The Tanzanian government has tried to crack down, banning witch doctors, arresting traffickers, and setting up shelters. But the market persists in shadows. During election seasons, attacks on people with albinism spike, as some candidates believe using body parts in rituals will increase their chances of winning. Amulets made with albino body parts have been found in roadside shrines, worn by business owners, buried at construction sites, or sewn into clothing for good luck. Some victims are targeted repeatedly, with individuals who survive an attack later re-attacked to complete the ritual for a buyer who didn't receive what they paid for. In Tanzania, belief has been weaponized. And in that twisted faith, people with albinism are turned from human beings into financial instruments, priced, hunted, and traded in the name of prosperity. This isn't just a crime. It's a reflection of how dangerous superstition mixed with desperation and economics can become. For more disturbing, revealing, and brutally honest stories from the global underground, subscribe to Weird Geo Economy, where sometimes the price of wealth is paid in human lives.